guys. We need to have a talk. Because, seems that I'm addicted to some stuff here. Not only am I addicted to pop, cigarettes, and now addicted to Skittles. Which, not that I didn't love Skittles beforehand, I just kind of couldn't eat Skittles because of my mouth. What do you know? I've got a mouth that can eat Skittles now, so it tends to seem like every time I buy a pack of cigarettes, I buy a pack of Skittles because I'm like, hey, look, I can. And plus, candy is always sold where cigarettes are sold, so it makes it even harder to buy cigarettes and want Skittles and see them sit in front of your face. But I'd be like, no, you can't have it. Actually, I eat way too much sugar. I induce way too much sugar. I'm 25 years old. I've pushed out 3 kidney stones. Can't really say what I was going to say because I want to knock on wood afterwards. And this is a car, so there ain't no goddamn wood. And I don't have wood grain, but I don't think that counts either, being as that's plastic with the look to it. So I not right now because I'm at work, but night before last I watched The Martian, Matt Damon, when he tentatively is trapped on Mars for 2 years or some shit, almost a year and a half, 2 years, something around there. So I also then saw Straight Outta Compton last night, but The Martian had me thinking about something, because I've seen a lot of stuff about space, because I actually love space, like I love learning about space, planets, shit like that. So, a space shuttle, when it takes off from Earth, and you fly from Earth to space, the spaceship's going to pull a lot of G-forces. And that's why they have to go through, like, training and shit like that, because the amount of G-forces that your body will have to endure while going from Earth to space and or then space back to Earth are going to be pretty extreme. And unless your body is used to it, or at least has done it before, I don't know if it'll so much kill you, but, like, definitely fuck you up and make you unable to do your job, especially if you were the one that was like the fucking pilot or something like that. So, obviously they train them to be good at that. Now, every astronaut, I don't want to say every astronaut, but a lot of astronauts, after they go to space and then they come back, well, nowadays they don't really have many people that go and then come back because of all the people that died in the 90s, early 2000s when I was growing up, but they have these people that they train, and they pretty much train them to like as the ship's flying up, to pretty much bite down on their jaw. Now, I'm not 100% sure. I don't think that they wear like mouth guards or anything like that. I don't know if it's that. It can, I guess, be that severe, but people have bitten down so hard that they've broken chips off of their teeth because they bit so hard. Now, the only reason they tell them to bite down on the jaw while they're going up is because if you have a loose jaw, with the amount of force that's being caused by that rocket flying up, it makes your teeth chatter, which can obviously end up breaking teeth and shit like that. So they advise them to keep their mouth shut and their jaws like locked shut, but not too bad, but enough that you're not gonna rattle to death. And then that way their teeth are fine. But because of I was just thinking that if you had like somebody with dentures, for instance, I'm not sure that they would allow you to go into space with dentures. I'm not saying that would really be a huge thing to be like, oh, I can't have any teeth, but I really just don't know the rules enough to be like NASA wouldn't allow you to have dentures. But kind of think about it. I kind of think about that the fact of that maybe astronauts being sent to moon or wherever we're going, just into space for Christ's sake, with dentures might end up actually being okay. Whereas maybe not so much okay, but a little better, or maybe just might work better. I'm just thinking, because if you think about it, if I take my teeth out, my teeth can't chatter. My jaw can't really make it to the top of my mouth, and if it did, I'd probably throw up, because that'd be really gross if my two gums touched. But, so, like, if I didn't have teeth in, I wouldn't have to worry about teeth chatter. And then on top of that, all I'd have to do is keep them in a small bag on me, in person, get into space, take them out, pop them in, and I'm good to go. Then the other good thing that would happen, which, I mean, this isn't like having teeth would be a problem kind of thing, but it's still a point, that on top of that, if all food that gets eaten in space is pretty much extremely soft and really easy to eat, because it takes less effort that way, and the less effort it takes to eat, the less obviously you're using. Not to say that eating is obviously going to take a lot of calories, but I'm just meaning like the more that everything cuts down, the healthier, the better it's going to be for you in space. So if I wasn't 6'5" with lanky ass motherfucker with medical health issues, I would have definitely probably shot to be in NASA. I don't know so much as to going to space. I always wanted to, and I still kind of would, but I want to die. And they don't really have any means of travel that's like 100% like, yeah, people don't die using this. So that's actually, like I was saying in the beginning of the video, is kind of the reason why we don't send people into space anymore. We will send people into space if it's a joint operation, in the sense of with another country involved kind of thing. So that way it's not just us that's making the mistake, is the reason I feel like we're doing this. But we've sent like one or two, I think, since. I feel like a jackass for not knowing the name of the shuttle, but whatever shuttle it was that came into the Earth's atmosphere in the early 2000s and broke apart, and everybody on board disintegrated in the Earth's atmosphere. Which, out of the other ways that people have died, that might not have been the worst. Oh, well, I don't know, it's debatable. I was thinking about, like, if you had a spacecraft that blew up while it was on station, like, I think some Apollo did, but, I was thinking you probably have a chance to maybe live, but be knocked out and then just burn up with all the rocket fuel, as that thing burnt, like, really quickly. Oh, but at the same time, then I also forgot that, the ship didn't, like, instantaneously just disappear. Like, it broke apart until it disintegrated into baby pieces. So that in theory means that as they were traveling through it, if they were awake, they were watching the ship disassemble itself in front of them until obviously it exposed them, and at that heat and that speed, there's no way that their spacesuit would have gave them enough protection to not kill them. So yeah, it's kind of depressing. But yeah, that's kind of the reason why we don't send people to space now. So, sorry that this was more of like a goddamn history lesson than it was anything. But, like I said, I really like space. I would have loved to work for NASA, but too many things are holding me back. Plus, I'm 25, and I feel like if I was actually going to make a move to work for NASA, I should have made that move a long time ago, like at least 6 years ago. So by this point, I could at least possibly be in the right field, but nowadays it seems like the only way I'll make it to NASA is if I end up inventing some part that's going to make it onto the NASA space shuttle or something like that, and then it's like, yeah. But highly doubt that I'm going to invent anything that will be put onto the NASA space shuttle anyways. So, So if you like this anyways, a like would be appreciated. I gotta go back to work and do the one thing that I hate the most. So that's gonna be fun, right? Woohoo! That's why I seem so super excited about today. And yeah, so I'll see you guys tomorrow. And then I thought tomorrow was Friday. Sadly enough, it is only Thursday. So yeah, so I'll see you tomorrow, and then I won't see you Friday because I got Friday lunch, and my boss brings lunch in, so I won't have time to make a video. And then this weekend, I don't know what I'm getting into, so I might possibly see you then. If not, then whatever, you'll still see me tomorrow. All right, peace out, guys.